What's good, y'all? It's your boy Black over here at BMC, the former live stream. Don't forget to like, share, and support. Trump deporting them, y'all. He done deported some immigrants to Eswatini in Africa and several other African countries. And I'm wondering if this has something to do with those 5 African presidents that came over here last month. Although none of them asked, "Where are my African American brothers? Let me speak to my people. How is my people doing?" None of them asked about us. Now, similarly, some of these countries are accepting deportees from the United States. Kilmer Abrigio Garcia, who was sent to the Sinacot prison down in Venezuela, and then he seemingly got back to America. They had him on trafficking charges and all kind of crazy domestic violence with his citizenship and his right to live here in America in question. He got a family here. They were saying that doesn't matter. They had him up on all kind of crazy stuff. He was fighting for his freedom. He managed to get back to America only to be told that in a couple of days you'll be on your way to be deported to Uganda, because they tried to offer Kilmer a deal that he would have went to Costa Rica, and now they telling him ain't no deal now, you're going to Uganda. And I'm asking, what's the reason being? Why? And what's that? You know what I mean? The end result in that, like in 10 years, it's going to be a crazy African Latino scene. Watch. They said that boy, people over there every day. It is in all parts of Africa, and Central Americans and South Americans are similar to Africans in their religion and in their cultures. So it's going to be easily match and meld, especially they forcing them there. So it's going to be crazy results with that. But I'm asking the question, will U.S. citizens be sent next to Africa, be deported to Africa? Because, in the beginning of the year, Trump did speak on the, what do you call them? The homegrown criminals, that he was going to send some of them to that prison in Venezuela, the same prison that Kilmer went to. So when they come back to America, these homegrown criminals, if they start sending them to all these prisons he's setting up, the Alligator Alcatraz and all those, when they come back to America, would that be the end result? Sending them that's all to Africa? Is that their way of sending black people to Africa? Because they already got us linked to Africa as African Americans, and all these cities that Trump said he going to clean up, and he done abolished the cashless bail system. All these cities he's going to clean up are seemingly predominantly black people running them. You know what I mean? The blue cities, as they call them. He says headed to Chicago. I don't have no problem with him going to Chicago if he's going to clean it up, because Chicago has gotten out of hand with the mass shootings and young guys with the drill culture killing each other, even just the gang culture as a whole there. You know what I mean? It don't have no structure. It is like a wild, wild west. So it does need to be cleaned up. But when he clean it up, is he going to put anything in the community to replace the violence, like job training programs, PTS? D is rampant in that hood. Is he going to give them some kind of mental health? Also, with these people that he arrests, like I said, are they the next people that get sent to Africa? You know what I mean? It's like Donald Trump is doing everything but making America great again. But people say we need to get together. It never will be any get together if it's going to be a divide like this, because it's looking like Donald Trump is waging war on Americans and trying to solve other countries' problems with war. That Kilmer Abrigio Garcia, he fought to get back to America, and now they're sending him out to Africa. And this might be, it's the staging for everybody that go against the Trump administration that get sent to Africa, get deported out of the country. And it could be a United States citizen, because when they get all the immigrants out, all the illegal migrants, because you notice now, just like they always do, they started with when they was mixing the Haitians up with the migrants. Haitians, immigrants are different from migrants. Some immigrants come here legally. Migrants come here illegal. It's illegal migrant that we get mixed up with illegal immigrant. Immigrants immigrate for whatever reasons, maybe political or financial base. It's usually done, legitimately. It's the migrants that Donald Trump was supposed to be going after, and now he's going after people with papers that seemingly trying to get their life together, like that's trying to become citizens. And I ask you, is it the new norm? Will Americans be sent to Africa? That's gonna be crazy. When you call home collect, you know how you be in jail and shit. You call, you have a collect call from me, mama, pick the phone up. You know, because I also call my mama when these young black people go out here and do all this stuff, and the police come, put their hand behind their back up, take them to jail after they just shot their hood up, shot their brothers up. You know what I mean? The police come, they put the gun down there, bow their head and prostrate themselves and go to jail willingly. Call my mama. Can you imagine that? Call my mama from Africa. Son, where you at? Mama, I'm in Uganda. What? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy, but you got to keep your head on the swivel these days in this MAGA, you know what I mean, authoritarian strongman presidency that we got going on. Donald Trump, he's not a typical politician. He's a strongman. He doesn't rule by law and by what's right. He rules by authoritarian intuition and the powers that be that's backing him. Because y'all can't believe that Donald Trump is the really the most powerful person in the world. You could tell, like, if he was the most powerful person in the world, it'd be a lot more worse than what's going on. He wouldn't have to act. But he is one of the most powerful people in the United States right now. He just made a statement over there too, saying that he the president, he can do whatever he wants. Like, when you hear statements like that come out on folk mouth, you know, don't never feel like you safe. Well, black people, the black culture has never felt safe in America. I'm gonna speak for the black culture as a whole with that one. You know, we have never felt safe in America anyway, because anything and everything is always blamed on the American blacks. I'm not going to say African Americans, because I don't agree with that either. They keep linking us to a continent and we have nothing there. You know, everything seemingly is turning up here, you know, but that's a whole nother video. But right now, this Kilmer Abrigio Garcia, the guy they was trying to keep out of the hands of the Venezuelan Supermax, was that Senecot, like I said, Senecot. He got back to America, managed to get with his family, and then was notified that since he didn't want to take the plea deal to go to Costa Rica, he will be sent to Uganda. And you got to wonder, like, is this going to be the new norm? Like, because when they start doing all these crackdowns in these big cities, they're going to need somewhere to house these people. The jail going to overflow because they already got the normal crime, and then the feds coming in, they're going to be catching people for just random stuff like you owe some money on some tickets, is you failure to appear, child support, you didn't pay your fine. Like, it's gonna be a lot of them caught up in the stop and frisk that the feds and the National Guard people are going to be doing in these communities. So there's normal citizens who are just probably lax in something that's a misdemeanor going to be going to these places, and it's going to have a huge overflow. And then when they do weed the criminals out of it, is that going to be the end result? And is that going to be the excuse of cleaning up America, making America great again, by sending these homegrown criminals, like Trump said, off to these foreign countries, Africa? What in the world? Because, you know, they sent some Central America, Latin America, they sent them to Eswatini, that's in Southern Africa. They also got to deal with Rwanda, and some of them even been sent to Sudan as well as Uganda. And, you know, a lot of these countries is at war with each other. It's clan infighting, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? The Christians fighting the Muslims, you know, all kind of stuff that they're dropping these people off in what they call third world countries with seemingly no way back. So I'm interested, like I said, to see what happens in 10 years, the outcome of that, with them mixing and meshing those peoples against their will, what will come out of it. And maybe they might be empowering Africa and Central South America with the connecting. They might be further connecting something that's already going on, because I know there's a bunch of probably Latin Americans in Africa, as well as there's a lot of Africans in Latin America, like especially in Brazil and places like that, that see Africa as their historical homelands due to the transatlantic slave trade. But I'm just curious to see the outcome of all this, and I'm asking the question: do you think that U.S. citizens are going to be sent there once they get deemed to be homegrown criminals? What's your opinion? Your opinion is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to smash that like, share me out, leave a comment. You know what you think. Are you in full agreements with Trump running up in Chicago? You know, the governor And the mayor, they say, stay out of Chicago. But if you look at the news, somebody got to do something because, right now it seems like their administration that's talking. It is out of hand, and there's several other cities that have got out of hand that I do think they need to crack down. But like I said, do you think they're gonna send U.S. citizens to these out of the country places, or what? Leave a comment. Don't forget to like, share, and support Black Money Corp. That's what it is, man.